This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
College of the Bahamas officials to launch a number of infrastructural upgrades at COB as they get ready to transition into a university.
Yes, College President Dr. Rodney Smith noted that construction on the Franklin R. Wilson Graduate Studies Center is almost finished, while construction will begin soon on additional buildings on the campus here in the capital and on Grand Bahama.
The GTR Campbell Small Island Sustainability Research Center, our first on-campus residence hall, and renovations to the Portia Smith building, as well as breaking ground for the construction of a residential hall in Grand Bahama. We will announce shortly significant technology upgrades and an administrative system upgrade that will significantly improve registration and bill paying, degree auditing, human resources management, and financial administration, along with a host of other university-level efficiencies. We are truly working to provide our students and our country with the best university possible.
Dr. Smith noted that a comprehensive computer information system called the Banner System will also be implemented at COB in the fall.
Banner system that's used by colleges and universities around the world to better manage its databases, as well as its administration and financial administration sections, the registration, the degree auditing, as I mentioned. Once we begin that process, which will be this semester coming, is going to take between 12 and 18 months to complete that process.
One thing that can be expected as the Bahamas Electricity Corporation makes its transition with Power Secure is restructuring. However, at this point, it's unknown what areas will be affected by that move. There have been concerns raised with staff numbers and how it would be impacted. BC General Manager Kevin Baisden.
Well, the restructuring is something that obviously will have to take place. The question is the degree of restructuring, but restructuring is something that is needed and has been needed for a long time. Plans have not been finalized at this point in time, and I don't think we would want to try and preempt what may or may not happen. I think the company needs to be given an opportunity to put whatever is on the table. Right now, there is a lot of speculation out there, but until we see the final plan, we cannot comment definitively as to what they will or will not do.
Last week, BC signed a transitional service agreement with Power Secure International. That's the company that now has 60 days to finalize its business plan and submit it to the government to oversee management of BEC. The general manager was also unable to say who would comprise the new board of directors to be appointed, nor could he say how the company would go about reducing energy costs. However, he did share his hope for the company moving forward.
So what we expect to take place is, one, a reduction in costs, two, an improvement in the overall reliability of the power, to continue to provide power in an environmentally friendly manner, as well as to return the organization to financial stability and to make it financially viable.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. The Department of Inland Revenue will soon collect business license applications online. The new online application for business license scheduled to go live on August 4th. The online tax administration system will provide businesses with a simple, user-friendly online application and payment system. The addition of the business license section creates a convenient online experience for business owners and taxpayers. Users can easily complete business license and VAT registrations in one online environment. The system will also provide an easy online form that requests similar information and/or documentation as the paper application. It will generate an automatic email response confirming submission of an application and payment. In other business news, First Caribbean International released its second quarterly earnings. The net income increased by 16.85% from $18.38 million to $21.48 million. Bank officials say the benefits from the restructuring initiatives are now being realized as the efficiency ratio continues to improve. It also maintained profitability by offsetting low credit demand with historically low deposit rates, which are substantially lower than other listed banks. And in international news, Ford has predicted industry-wide sales will be flat or fall in China this year, the world's biggest car market. The car giant expects 23 million to 24 million car sales in China, compared with 24 million last year. If sales do fall, it would be the first time since 1990 that there has been a drop. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.
It will be a Jamaican-Bahamian connection this Emancipation Holiday weekend as Jamaicans here celebrate their country's 53rd anniversary of independence. The Hummingbird Association, which represents the Jamaican diaspora in the Bahamas, promises a weekend filled with the best of Jamaican and Bahamian culture. It begins, though, with a service of Thanksgiving on Sunday at Zion Baptist Church, and then on Emancipation Day, they will have a family fun day at Clifford Park. President of the Hummingbird Association, Hubert Edwards, says the event will be a time to unite and give back.
Obviously, we are living here in the Bahamas, and Emancipation Day is an appropriate day for celebration because it's a public holiday. And of course, we too have emancipation, and the significance of that to persons of African heritage is important. And we are all aware that a large portion of persons living here in the Bahamas is from the African diaspora. So we want to come together. We're asking persons from all walks of life, no matter which country you're from, whether you're from the United States, Canada, Haiti, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad. Come out, wear your colors, let's have a great time, let's have good fun.
Also talking about the event was Association Vice President Rohan Kerr. He gave us an idea of what we can expect.
All different foods from all different nationalities will be there on that day. We have entertainments for children. We have a kiddies corner. We're going to have bun eating contest. We're going to have beer drinking contest. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have everything for the family. We're going to have our local soup that we normally have in Jamaica, which is managed water. That is normally used drink on for these festivities. So come out on that day, expect to have fun. It's going to be a fun-filled day. I cannot wait for that day to come, because that day I'm always looking forward to in this country, where all Jamaicans get together and really fellowship, have fun, and just enjoy ourselves.
That managed water really hits you deep in the gut, so let's see how that turns out. Moving on, it was first thought to be a concern of dog poisoning on a family island, but it may even be more serious than officials first thought. Jiminita Swain tells us tonight that officials from the Bahamas Humane Society now have to investigate eleuthera to determine if cases of distemper have developed.
Could the deadly canine distemper virus be affecting dogs on the island of Eleuthera? Well, shelter manager and education officer with the Bahamas Humane Society, Percy Grant, said they received reports of dog poisoning in that community, and they're checking to see if it's more than that.
The island of Eleuthera has reported a tremendous amount of what seemed to be poisoning on that island. Upon investigations and making some inquiries, we also have discovered that people have been also seeing distemper on that island. And we are concerned now that maybe some of the deaths, the recent deaths, is as the result of dogs having distemper.
Grant says a team will carry out an assessment, as there are at least reports of 10 dogs being poisoned within the last 2 weeks. He reminds pet owners of the symptoms of canine distemper that completely shut down the immune system of affected dogs.
They firstly get, I guess, that the disposition changes. They go into a depressed sort of state. They would slow down in their eating. They would get a little, lethargic. They would have runny eyes, mucus coming out of their nose. Severe signs would be seizures.
And while bush medicine is good for humans, it also boosts the immune system of canines.
We have tried it, and we've boiled up seriously for our dogs here, and it has assisted. We're not saying that it's a cure. It has assisted in helping the immune system to fight off that very dangerous diseases.
Acting Senior Veterinary Officer with the Department of Agriculture, Dr. Godfrey Springer, said a number of steps have been taken to contain the disease.
Quite a number of dogs died in New Providence. We have taken steps to put an act together to avoid the movement of dogs out of New Providence without an endorsed certificate from the Department of Agriculture. And so we have more or less stopped it from going out of New Providence. However, we had one case in Andros, and our duty as a department to first take steps to investigate it. And based on our finding, reported to the Director of Agriculture and the Permanent Secretary.
Now, Inspector Grant advises pet owners to keep their animals confined to their yard until all of the assessments are complete. Chiminita Swain, ZNS Network News.
The Georgetown Primary School sits in the heart of Exuma's capital. In tonight's BTC Island Connection, our Keishla Adderley takes a look at how their historic school is getting a big boost from BTC.
School may be closed for the summer, but it's a subject that's always on Pamela Gort's mind. The acting district superintendent for Exuma and Ragged Island is out of the classroom now, but she can't forget her roots planted right under this tree.
This tree has a lot of history, right? Yeah, this tree has been here. I attended Georgetown Primary, so I was taught under this tree. I became a teacher, and so I taught students under the tree. And this hub was the favorite for regatta persons to hang out because it offers so much shade. This tree and the other one that was at the corner there and the one at the straw market, they caught some kind of disease and the three of them started dying.
It was brought to life again by artist Jeff Ferris, who etched out this sailboat and sailors commemorating the country's oldest regatta.
Yeah, but they got the sailing cruiser here, the sailboat, the waves, of course, and the backdrop would look like sun rays in the back there. But,
you can still hold on to your memories. You don't actually have the tree itself.
No.
You have something to hold on to.
We've got something to hold on to.
There are other beautification projects Gort wants to see, though. BTC is helping her with a major one at her alma mater, the Georgetown Primary School.
BTC is actually partnering with the parent-teachers body, and they're doing some yard remodification and beautification to ensure that when the students return to school, it is more conducive for play. BTC has already donated those 2 benches toward the seating area under the cabanas.
Grassing the area isn't an option since rain runs off the hill. But come rain or shine, Gort wants Exuma students to excel, and the distance learning project BTC helps facilitate is a big part of that.
The ministry will be able to place specialized teachers to reach these areas in a national high school diploma. And so the minister has spoken to the fact that there will be conference classrooms via Skype for students who are interested in those areas. Because I know for a fact in Black Point, you don't have a biochemistry physics teacher, and should a child want to do that, we're looking into seeing what is the course and how we can go about having that particular lesson streamed into the class.
BTC is also helping with the community library in Rollville, so when the school bell rings again, Exuma students will be ready to go. Keishla Adderley for the BTC Island Connection.